Hey there traders, what we're gonna do in this video is we're gonna basically walk you through how to use the chart trading pad and the chart trader functions for visual drag and drop trading. Now, in all of my years of being a professional trader, one of the things that I've learned is that most platforms are very complicated to execute orders. And I never really understood why, because our vision with Tickblaze is to make trading, especially executing your trades, extremely user-friendly. There's nothing worse than fumbling with your orders. There's nothing worse than making a mistake with, are you buying when you should be selling or selling when you should be buying? Is it a stop loss or is it a target or is it a market order or a limit order? All of these things are what can make or break your business. It's fine to be drawing on your charts. It's fine to use indicators, but when it comes to trading, trade execution is the real deal. And I am a big advocate essentially of visual trading. I believe in drag and drop orders. I feel it's a lot more user friendly than placing trades in an order ticket. Right? And I think that this video will lend itself to how easy Tickblaze is to actually trade on the platform. So what we're going to do is we're going to basically talk about how you can place trades using the basic trading functionality of the chart trader. Now up here on the toolbar, there's a toggle here. You can turn it on or off. And this is just a very quick, easy on-off function. You can ultimately come in here and you can show the trade pad as well. And that's basically going to do the exact same thing. Most people are going to use the toolbar. It's just very, very simple. Now, it's basically a snapshot of the quote. You're going to see the market, the exchange, current price, the basic change for the day, whether it's in a value or a percentage. You're going to see the open, high, low, close, the bid and ask. One thing you always want to do, let's say you're not looking at the time and sales, and if you ever want to know if you've got data coming in, just look at these bid and ask numbers here, because it's going to tell you that data is coming into the platform. Sometimes you might have an internet outage, or maybe the data cuts the server down or whatnot, and you need to restart your platform. Just make sure that this is always moving so that you can see that. I also like to have the time and sales out just to make sure that orders are coming in, just to make sure that I should be placing trades. You always want to make sure that you're placing trades on a market that is actually connected to data. Now, it's very simple to choose your size, whether you're trading contracts on the futures, or you're trading Forex on lot size, or you're trading, cryptocurrency or stocks. You're going to enter your trade size. You can go up and down, right? You can go down, you can highlight this, you can put, a number. This is very user friendly. Now, this is a quick plug and play button. If I want to just easily go 1, 3, 5, 10, 15, all the way up to 500, I can do that. I can drop it down to 5. Very simple, very user friendly, very easy to go 1 lot and then drop it up to a 10 lot, right? These types of things, very, very fast, very fun. That way you're not having to type on the keyboard. And sometimes time is money, especially with order execution. You don't want to miss a trade or miss a fill, right? Now these quantity, direction, entries, P&L percent, P&L and P&L and ticks, this is only going to appear when you're in a trade. So what's going to happen is once you place a trade and you're actually in a position, you're going to see this information, okay? You won't see it until you're in an actual trade. Now you're going to see close, cancel, all, reverse, and break even. These are grayed out because you are not in a position or you don't have orders live on your chart. Okay, we're going to go through this in just a moment. Now this TMS, this trade management strategy, we're going to separate that into an independent video. This is a very, one of the biggest selling features of Tickblaze. It is actually one of the reasons why we built the trade pad functionality like this. This is going to be a custom script where you can actually plan multiple targets and stops and automatic break evens and money management and risk reward planning, all built into an automated strategy for discretionary trading, not robotic trading, but for discretionary trade planning. And we're going to dedicate an independent video for that all in and of itself. So just check the channel. It's definitely on the playlist. Okay. It'll be under trade management strategies or TMS. Now it's very important that you always know your account. And for this example, I'm just going to purposely create a couple accounts. So we're going to go up to the account tab and I'm going to create here and I'm going to go Sim2. You can set the cash balance to whatever you want. You can set a commission script in here. If you want to set by commissions, you can set by instrument. So what that does is it allows you to be able to choose, are you trading stocks, futures, Forex, crypto, set your commissions, and you can do that. If you don't want to set any commissions, just leave this blank. And there it is. There's account number 1 and account number 2, right? So let's go back to the workspace. You'll be able to see that in 2 places up here, right? Sim default, Sim 2, or you'll be able to see that here in the drop down. This is equally important if you're trading sim accounts or live accounts, or if you're trading for a prop firm and you're basically trading multiple accounts, right? You need to make sure that you are always aware of which account you're executing trades. The reason we put it at the top as well is a lot of people don't want to have that on the right-hand side. And if you're placing a trade, you want to make sure you're doing so in the right account. If you see Sim 2 and you're like, well, wait, I was supposed to be in Sim 1, or maybe if you say, hey, I'm in a live account and I was supposed to be in Sim, you want to make sure you always know your account, because that's really a safety precaution that we've put in there for you. Okay. Now the basic trade pad functions, we're going to separate basic and advanced. This video is going to be used for the basic functionality and how to place orders with right click, drag and drop functions. We're going to do another video on advanced trade management. This can get pretty comprehensive, right? There's a whole lot going on in here, and we want to make sure that you understand this, because orders can be as simple or as complex as you want them to be. For this video, we're going to keep to the basic pad functions, and we're going to show you how to place orders. Okay. Now let's kind of scrunch the y-axis up a bit. And if I right click the chart under trade, you're going to see that there's buy limit, buy stop, buy market if touch, sell limit, sell stop, sell market if touch. Okay. Whenever you're placing entry orders or stop orders or target orders, you may want to use this as a very quick visual cue, or you can use the buttons here if you're planning on getting in right at close to current price. If you're planning on getting in close to current price, most people are going to use the buttons here. If you want to buy market, buy ask, sell ask, buy bid, sell bid. But if you want to place orders above or below, you're most likely going to use the right click function. Okay. So let's show you how to do this. Let's say I want to put a sell limit up here, right? I'm going to basically go sell limit, and you're going to hear order pending. Okay. Let's say I want to put a buy limit down here. I'm going to hear buy limit pending or order pending. And one of the things you want to pay attention to is if you are trading on different color backgrounds, if you want to change the colors of these flags, or if you want to basically change the look and feel, the length, you can go into the data series, and you can basically go into the data series settings. It's under line pens. And this is the positions flags, the orders flags, and the bid ask lines. You're going to be looking at positions and orders. And you're going to notice that, by default, it's set to green and red. You could change this to blue, right? Like if I change this to blue, let's take a look at what happens here, right? That's the long positions, right? I could apply. And it might not be for pending orders. That's positions. Let's go to orders. Let's go down here. Let's go down here and find blue. And let's just turn, these are for the open orders. The other one was for live positions. Let's turn that here. There it is. So if I wanted to show you a blue order, right, I could do that. Or if I wanted to change that to, let's say, like a cyan color, I could, right? Dark, I could do that. And let's find it here. If I wanted to change that, I could do that, right? Depending on how you want to see it, it's really your preference. And you could change it to solid lines or dotted lines, right? Depending on how you want for your positions, right? For the most part, right, it's I can just cancel this. If I don't want those settings and I'm not comfortable with that, I can right click and just reset them, right? And it's going to go back to the defaults here. Actually, no, it didn't. It stayed there. So what we can do is we can go back and set them as you see fit. What I like to do, and this is just my own preference, if I'm trading on light backgrounds, I will use the standard. But if I'm trading on backgrounds like with dark colors, I'm going to set them to colors that I can easily see, because these are my orders, right? I want to be very aware of my orders. So, and I'm going to just turn them up to lime, and for this example, and there's a reason for it. I'm trading on a black background. I want to be able to see, right, my orders. So let's go back up here and basically put that here, sell limit there. If I want to go here and I can put buy limit down here, you're going to see I can see my order very clear on the black chart. Now you could choose blue or pink or purple or yellow or green, whatever you want, but I think it's very good to be able to do that. Okay. Now what you're going to see here is that these are pending, right? And I can ultimately also put a buy stop down here, right? So I could put a buy stop order down here, but I'm not in the market, right? I don't have that. I'm not in the market for a stop loss order. So let's just close this out and let's try to put a buy stop here. And let's take a look here. Actually, sell stop, excuse me. It's going to be a sell stop. Yeah, sell stop is always below price. Buy stop is always above price. There it is. So if I want to get long as price is breaking through up here, I could bring this down. Let's say if price breaks through, I could get long this market, right? If price breaks down below, I can get short this market, right? It depends on if I'm looking to buy with a stop order or if I'm looking to sell with a stop order. These are very different than if I'm looking to use a stop loss order, right? Remember, buy stops and sell stops, if you're not in a position, are meant to enter the trade. And if you're in a trade already, you'll want to use a stop loss order, and I'm going to show you how to do that, okay? So for the most part, you can set your settings as you see fit. I'm going to basically just enter a position at sell market here, and you can see now if I put a pending order, let me just do this one more time so you can see this sell limit. You can see the cancel all button is here. Let's say I've got a bunch of pending orders and I don't want to go and find them. Maybe I'm putting orders above and below price. I can just literally cancel all, and it's going to cancel all my orders. Okay, and at any given time, if you ever want to visually check that, you have the ability to come down here and go to orders. So if I come in and I here put a buy limit down here, right, you're going to see, and if I want to look at status, right, pending, there's a pending order, okay? If I want to come up here and put sell limit, you're going to see if I come up here and status, there's 2 pending orders here, right? If I cancel them, okay, these are all canceled orders. So you always want to be clear of your orders. If you don't know where to find that, you can easily come down to the orders tab, right click, go in here and find the trade pad. You can also go up here to the master and you can look at pending orders. You can look at all orders, and you're going to see all those orders here, and you're going to be able to see them relative to what we're doing. Okay. Very important that if you're going to be placing orders, whether you're using a trade pad or not, you can always be in the know of your orders, because if something ever happens, you want to cancel all your orders at any given time. Okay. Now for this example, I'm going to sell a position. I'm going to sell market. Now I am in a sim account, just for disclaimer purposes. I'm going to sell market. Okay. So I am basically at the market. I am now short. Okay. And now you can see that these are basically here, right? You can see that these, I've got short 20, short 30, my position, I'm in this, down 3 ticks or up 3 ticks. It doesn't matter. The outcome of this trade is irrelevant for this example, but the purpose of this is now I'm in a short position. So if I want to essentially put a stop loss, okay, I have to come above here and I have to right click, and I'm going to put a buy stop because I am short the market. So to get out of this position, I need to buy to cover. And that's going to be a buy stop, which is basically going to be my stop loss order. Now, if I want to basically get short here and I want to take a profit, right, then I'm going to put a buy limit below price, and I am going to see this. Now, why is this really great? Because I'm visually trading the market. I'm not worrying about what's going on an order ticket or numbers. I'm not having to type in any orders or anything of the nature, right? I can do whatever it is I choose, right? Now you can see if I hit a stop loss, great. If I hit a target, great. But the point is that I'm able to drag and drop my orders any way I choose to. Okay, this is really visual trading, okay? And that's the whole point of the chart trader, is that it's drag and drop functionality. Now I can change my quantities if I choose to by double clicking on the number and changing that, right? If I want to change my targets, I can do that. Okay, you have that flexibility by just going over the numbers, double clicking. It's going to open up a window. You can go up or down, hit accept it or reject it. So if I wanted to, bring this up to 3, right? I've got 3. If I want to bring it down to 1, hit accept, and then there you go. Okay. Now, the reason this is so easy is because we want it to be easy, right? We designed this so that you can drag and drop your orders very flexibly. We made it so that if you're clicking on this axis, it can't interfere with your orders. So if you're dragging the y-axis for charting, you don't have to worry about the orders getting moved if you're dragging up here, which is very user-friendly in my opinion. We've seen it where other platforms, if you drag the y-axis, it can definitely cause order issues. The other thing too is that if you wanted to reverse your position or move to break even, you could. You can close the position by just basically hitting the close button, and you can do that, right? So let's hit close, right? And I'll cover at market. Remember, if you hit the close button, it needs to fill through, and it's going to enter exit there. It's a thin market. We're really in the overnight session. I'm going to hit cancel all, and I'm done. Now, what I'm going to do here, and I'm going to show you an example. You can see the order in the candle. There's a little arrow, and there's ultimately an arrow below price. You can see these arrows here. This is your fill prices. If you hover over them, you're going to see the fill. You're going to see what you did. You're going to see your action. You're also going to see text. If you want to hide that, or if you want to see that, you can do that. You can do show order text. You can, basically show order markers, right? Depending on what you choose. Maybe you don't want the text, but you want the markers. You can do that. Okay. Very, very visual for you to be able to control how you see that on your orders. Okay. And, let's say, the market's trending up and, the shorts are giving you a little bit of headache. You can always buy the market, right? I could buy at the bid, right? Come in here and buy at the bid. I'm long, right? Now I'm long the market. So if we take out the highs and we push through in a breakout, right? Let's say I want to basically come in here and put a stop loss. I'm going to come below it, trade. I'm going to sell stop. And let's say I want to put a target. I can sell limit, and I can basically, there you go, right? So if the market decides to pump through here and I can do that, it's very user friendly, right? I can easily just drag and drop my orders. It's very flexible. And as you can see, the market's going up, and you can see if you're up 1 or 2 or 3 ticks or $10, $20, $100. The P&L for this example or anything, it really doesn't matter if this trade makes money or not. I want you to understand the orders, and I'm in a sim account for demonstration purposes, okay? So the goal here is it's really to show you the chart trading functionality, the drag and drop visual orders, the cues for this type of stuff. And you can do that on any market. You can do that on any time frame, these types of things. Now I'm going to close this out. Okay, and I'm going to cancel my orders. And the reason they're not canceling altogether is because we're not using brackets. This is not a TMS. This is not these types of things. Okay, these are independent orders. You're entering a trade. You're putting stop loss and targets. These are independent orders. So if you're entering with one order and then you place a manual stop or a manual target, you must cancel your orders independently, or you're not going to be able to remove those flags from the chart, and they're going to be open pending orders. Make sure you always do that. The other thing you want to know here is essentially if you wanted to plan the trade and you wanted to basically visually plan your trade and place your trades based off a trading plan. For this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to do the manual trade plan. I'm going to hide these order markers in text so we don't see this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to use one of the best functions in our platform for custom drawings, which is the risk and reward tool. And the risk and reward tool is a draw tool. And let's say I wanted to enter at this EMA and I wanted to place my stop below the next EMA. Okay. We designed this tool for you to be able to build visual trading plans. And this is really important because if, let's say, you wanted to plan your risk management, your stop loss and your targets, I'm going to go in here and I'm going to click the draw tool, go into the parameters. Let's say I wanted to risk $1,000 a trade. Okay. And I'm going to change some colors here. The stop loss order is red. The target is green. And let's say I didn't want to have a second target or a third target. I just turn them off. I hit apply, and now you can see I've got one target and I've got a stop and I've got an entry. Okay. Let's say I want to change my risk reward ratio to a 1-to-1 and I wanted to show my entire position exit at that target, right? There it is. So what I've done now is I've just planned my trade a 1-to-1. Okay. And why is this important? Because a lot of traders don't know their money management, or they don't know their quantity. You can see here what I've done now is this entire trading plan has basically, it adjusts, it moves. You'll see the quantity move. You'll see the target and the P&L move up and down. You're going to see, if I look here on the stop loss, if I enter a trade with 4 contracts and my stop loss is this big, it's going to lose $920 if I hit my stop. If I make my target, I'm going to make $920. Right? Let's say I wanted to plan a breakout and I wanted to take a breakout off the highs here, and I wanted to say, okay, what's my stop loss if it's below the EMA? Okay, that's a $700 stop if I enter with 2 contracts long. So what I can do is I could put a buy stop up here. Let's say I go 2 contracts, okay? I can drag a buy stop order up here down, okay, just like this. And let's say I want to take a buy stop on the highs here. And then what I can do is I can come down here and I could put my stop loss order, sell stop down here, okay? And then I can put my target up here and I can basically sell limit. And what I've done is I've basically built a trading plan based off my risk and reward tool, following money management and following risk and reward ratios. A lot of traders just place random size in the market. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know how much risk they're taking. And our goal is to make trading not only very easy, but basically to make it so that you're aware and you're cognizant of the risk and basically your actions in the market, okay? Now, for this video, we're basically showing the basic chart trader functions, right? We're showing how to place the orders manually or by the buttons and cancel these orders. We're also showing how to use a risk and reward drawing tool to help you plan out your manual orders, right? The whole point of this video is to show you basic order entry, but to keep it simple, keep it easy, keep it flexible. In the future, what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be showing you a video for trade management strategies. Trade management strategies is an advanced script that basically does all this through an automatic bracket function, which will basically allow you to plan your trades using a script, but you're going to have to update the scripts and create templates, and we're going to show you how to do that in another video, okay? So for the most part, what I would encourage you to do is to create a sim account, okay? And decide, okay, I'm going to practice my order entry. I'm going to practice with my buttons. I'm going to practice with my right click function. I'm going to basically spend some time getting familiar with my orders, because it really is the difference between a trader that feels confident when they approach the market versus a trader that feels like they're always fighting the technology. And we've made it so that you should never fight the tech. It's extremely easy and super user friendly, okay? So if you have any questions on basic chart trader functions, if you have any questions on how to place orders or how to use any of the basic features that we've broken down in this video, please let me and my team know. We'd be happy to show you either through a support call or on a one-on-one install, and then basically just show you how to enter your trades using proper order management, okay? Hope you enjoyed the video, traders. Take care, and we'll see you in the next video.